to take away from a race like this. However, it doesn't feel like we are very far off the maximum potential of the car. I don't feel like we are out of place with the setup or anything like that. So I don't think there's anything in the car that makes us hope that we can fight with Red Bull or McLaren, unfortunately. Thank you.
Lewis, you made a few places there today, which not many did, and what sort of learnings and feel for the car do you take into qualifying later?
Yeah, well, the positives I didn't spin, and I did move forward, but it was a really tough race. Yeah, we were all in the DRS train, which was unfortunate, but definitely I've learned a lot about the upgrades that we have. I was just reflecting, part of the upgrade Charlotte had since Montreal, and we saw the crash that he had there was kind of similar to something that I had yesterday. So it's just about fine-tuning it. I've now had yesterday was the first time running it for me, and I think now it's just about fine-tuning that we can make some changes between now and quali. Well, my actual pace in quali was actually pretty good, so not so much I would say in the race, but quali position is obviously important here. So I hope today for a better result.
So, Lewis, at least taking some positives from that. There were learnings from today. How significant will they be, not just for the rest of this weekend, but for his time at Ferrari?
Well, as he points out there, they've brought a big update this weekend that he's got to get up to grips with, and Charles has had the opportunity to get up to grips with some of those updates earlier on in the year, and now he's taken the time to get used to it, and I think he got, by the sounds of things there, caught off guard a little bit by some of the rear locking that can be generated by maybe some of these suspension changes. I don't know exactly what's causing it, but look, every session counts, and it's a sprint weekend, so he only had FP1 to really get used to it, and now he's had a 15-lap race where he's got even more used to it, so that's going to put him in a better position. As he said, there were some highlights in qualifying yesterday, some hope that the pace is there, but he had too many mistakes in qualifying. The good news is he can turn the page and hopefully extract that potential that he seems to believe is there in the pace.
But it was nice to see some great positivity actually there from Lewis for the rest of the weekend. Like, he believes he can really do a great job in qualifying coming up soon. So that's great to see.
And of course, no mandatory pit stops in the sprint. Everything will change for the race given the pit stops. And as we've touched on already, the fact that we're not having consecutive tyre compounds, we've gone from a C1, C3 and C4. What do you expect to see tomorrow? Bring a bit more drama and intrigue?
I expect it to be an order of magnitude more difficult for Verstappen to beat the McLarens, because when they can start doing pit stops and also split strategies and all of that, it really becomes very, very hard. But as we all know, there is the rain, and Max Verstappen is an absolute master of that rain weather driving. Yeah, we can still have hopes for an awesome Grand Prix then tomorrow.
I'm sure it will be, because as we well know, much like Silverstone, this place can be wet in one part and dry in the next. Okay.